15, you're supposed to put your gum under. You bounce to right that shit, man. I stuff I got raped when I was 11, Twist. I loved it. I never pressed charges. I was doing you like baby to me. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. They was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. It was like many niggas and shit too. In that bitch. I never forget the word. Suck Lil Wayne that day.
What? Go ahead, because I'm keep the word. Go.
Suck Lil Wayne that dick. I'm sucking like sure. I ain't never had this. Press the G. Oh my God, that was the best ever, boy. I walked out that bitch. I felt like I killed 5 niggas, ran through 3 banks. You don't understand. I was a different man after that. I was Lil Wayne. After that, yeah. Yeah, man. What you laughing at, man? How you get that? You get that? You understood that?
Imagine that. That is so disturbing, y'all. I don't know. When I saw that, I said I just had to share that with y'all so that people can understand that these fucking people are weirdos in the industry, and that what we see specifically in order to, people get like it's never what it seems. It never is what it seems. That's why I can never go that route. I know there's other ways and stuff that you can do, but I just couldn't. Yeah, Nicki Minaj just, she was pimped out too. Miss Minaj was pimped out too, because she was. Anytime you see any of these girls in the industry, they're all pimped out. They're sold to the highest bidder. The men too. The men too. That's why when these boys come into the industry, these little rappers, they always have this little boy mindset. Like, it's to attract donors and to attract people they want to fuck. And sex rituals are just are pushed on Black people because the way we like the endorphins that we put out in the universe, specifically when it comes down to our sexual things that we do, it does something to the atmosphere. I don't know what it does.
Celebrity. Right. What?
Can we stop the video?
What video? Leave that out. Get out. God, come on now.
But to hear, this gentleman out here, basically saying that great and he liked it. There's something interesting about that. I wish I could have a deeper conversation about these types of things, but people get triggered. They're like, "Oh my God, you can't, you can't." That's why I told you, like, I'm not gonna say it, but you can't have the conversation around different types of people. You can't, because people just be in a place where they just, "Oh my God, I don't like that," or "that was that." I don't know. It's something different between. Who pimped out Justin Bieber? Well, Justin Bieber was hanging around at Diddy's house when he was a minor by himself. Usher was his mentor. Usher was his mentor.
Lovey and Muffin, y'all stop talking so loud. Stop that. I'm trying to record. Could you please talk low? whisper.
confused on what he needed a mentor for too, because he's so young. Like, what? I mean, is it a song? Because they can do that in the studio. If you ever wanted to know about some of these sexual ritualistic, and Lil Wayne's from New Orleans, all those people are from it's who's I keep forgetting Lil Wayne. I want to say so much, but I can't. Let me see.
I don't know how it ended here, honey.
Let me see. What is the guy's name, y'all? I knew Lil Wayne was into some shit when I listened to that song. I felt like dying. That song was Birdman. There we go. Birdman. When he did I knew he went through some shit. I knew he did. If y'all ever listen to that song, that's what it is. But they all, do crazy things. And if you want to talk about sexual rituals and things like that too, and energy sources, if anybody ever had sex, and because there's some private books, if you know some people in New Orleans, that talk about sex ritual and stuff, where you see it's just so interesting to I don't know, it's crazy. But the power of sex, which you can manifest, it's like a battle. Did you want to say something, Ella?
Hey, I didn't know if you can hear me or not. How you doing?
I'm doing good, honey. How are you?
I'm phenomenal. Listen, when you said the sex ritual, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but my family is originally from New Orleans, and I remember hearing that growing up, young girl, about cults and like sex rituals and things like that, and I heard of it was a spirit called Succubus and Incubus. They'll call it. It's supposed to be like sex demons, and they was trying to say like when people have children and they call them like the devil's kid. Well, that's what when we was growing up, had stuff. It was sayings like that, and it was like because of the demon, the spirit entering into the man or the woman at the time of intercourse, and that determines they say that determines like if the child come out, and the child will be like just like a real bad child, like growing up be a bad person, just all the way around the board, evil, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know if anybody ever heard of that. I looked it up.
I'm definitely familiar with Succubus.
Oh, okay. Is that right? Is it Succubus and Incubus? It's two of them, right?
Go ahead, say that again.
Is it two of them? Is it Succubus and Incubus? Is it two of them? Cause I know it's like
I only know about Succubus.
Okay. Yeah, and it was.
I knew that's connected to sex.
Mm-hmm.
When I did research on Incubus, I think now that you brought it up, when I learned about Incubus, it was connected to like vampirism.
Yes,
so I think sexual, like the sex part is incubus and a vampire, the feeding from, the sex would be the incubus part.
Oh,
do you get what I mean?
So okay. So, because I was confused when I was like, huh? When I read it, it was a long time ago though, and I was like, what in the world is this going on? I couldn't believe it. Like it was like, and then they had a story with a young guy. He was explaining, the experience that he had, doing the intercourse and what was going on with him, and then they thought that he was crazy. They put him in the crazy house. They thought he was crazy. Clearly, he wasn't crazy. Look, clearly he wasn't.
I swiped out. Can you mod me, please?
Okay, now look, wait. How you doing? You all know that.
You hold on to my photo and you just give me a moderator badge.
Okay, so hold on to it, and then whoa, wait a minute, something else went on here. Wait a minute, it's a.
This only doesn't happen. This only does not happen in Hollywood, y'all. This happens all over. Ella is from Baton Rouge, the home of sex rituals.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know, but New Orleans in general, all over New Orleans or Louisiana, just in general.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Why
when it came down to a lot of the things behind the scenes with Marie Laveau, and how people would fly and come see her, they would come see her about different types of sex rights and things like that. But that's interesting that you brought up the demon piece of it all, because I never thought about that from that perspective. It's so funny. I was just researching things, and it's funny because I don't know if y'all ever been on the app Highly or Hilly.
Hilly? I never heard of it before.
I think it's a dating app.
Okay.
And what's so funny about it is that they wrote an article about sex rituals, and I want to read to y'all some of the things that they put. So
yes,
it's a sex magic. This is a dating app, y'all. So when we talk about witches and ritually and all of the other stuff, if it's not everywhere, it's fucking everywhere. Sex magic, getting all that you want. How about using sex magic to achieve life goals? This article explains how you can do just that. Learn all things about sex magic right here. This is from a dating app, y'all. A dating app. Okay, so I just want to let y'all know a dating app has this onto, what it is. So, mind over matter. We've heard the term a lot. The concept is easy. We can, let me just get to the definition of what sex magic is. So, sex magic, also called sex magic, is basically a solo sex magic practice during which you harness the energy of an orgasm via masturbation or partner sex to bring about those things that you want in your life. Sex magic has nothing to do with the sex piece of it all. It's harnessing an energy at somebody's weakest point. Yes.
Lovey, hush, please.
Essence, the purpose of any sex magic, which we'll explain in detail later, is not to enjoy and have fun. It is to harness the positive energy that comes with sexual arousal and orgasm to focus on your life goals. Sex is not an end. It is a means to manifest what you want. And that's what sex and orgasm and things used to be created for, or used to be used for. But of course, we lost the idea and the power of what we do and what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to use it. And of course, we're over sexual community. But can you imagine why in the Black community sex is promoted so heavy? And that's why I tell y'all, like, when y'all see these sexualized people online, you see the Cardi B, you see the Megan Thee Stallions, they're invoking something. And I'm not put on the shirt, put on that. It's just, I don't know. It's just to keep having those poverty babies so that they can work.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead, Ella.
But you said they're what? They're what? Megan. You say Megan?
For some reason, you're low for me.
Hold on, let me see something. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
You said Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, like just all those artists.
Well, I'm trying to make sure I heard that right.
Oh yeah, honey, I'm going to tell the truth. If they are invoking some type of sexual energy out there, they are.
I'm talking about the whole thing, like the way from the way they dress, the way their hair be, the type of makeup they have on, all that stuff is, like a seducing spirit, basically, I guess. Seduction.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to read this. This says, in essence, okay, so the body-mind connection. So past and present, even though most traditional medical practitioners agree that medical conditions impact the physical body and vice versa, continuous stress, for example, results in high blood pressure, digestive issues, hair loss, etc., and prolonged physical illness can where did I leave that? I need to get some glasses. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. And prolonged physical illness can result in plenty of mental health issues, but there is still a disagreement and discussion about how much further this goes, and certainly how mind and body might work together to manifest desired outcomes in your life. If you want to, hold on, let me just give y'all an article to read about it, because I don't think that people actually know the power of the mind. Y'all save this article for later that I'm about to put in the chat so that you can understand that the mind is very important. That's for later. Okay. So click that link. A long history. But this whole mind-body connection thing has actually been around for centuries, particularly in Eastern religion and philosophies. It may have originated with the 5,000-year old East Indian concepts of Tantra, which in translation means woven together. The basic principles are that the mind, body, and body are incredibly tied together in a sacred space. And as we engage in the correct meditation, we can manifest this relationship and have lasting peace, love, and joy. So from the concept of Tantra came Tantric yoga and ultimately Tantra sex. This type of sexual experience can come from solo practice or sex with a partner, involving sending positive energy to someone else receiving it as well. Again, it's not about the physical pleasure of sex. It's about positive energy and that lets us bring things into our lives that we desire. This is the idea behind sex magic. Not me in Instagram. But is that what we saw in American Gods? I know that I know that we believe that we saw that and we believe that that's something that's like real, but that's not what that is. That's something different, and that's a longer conversation that we need to have, but not tonight. So sex magic spreads. Sex magic comes to the Western world by neo-spiritualists and philosophers, largely in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. One of the most prominent of these ways, Aleister Crowley, who traveled widely throughout the world, a fascinating man, and who brought the concept of sex magic to the U.S. via his connection with the German occult society. I also want to let y'all know, Ella, didn't Aleister Crowley live in Louisiana for a bit?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Wait a minute. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on.
They always like to do this shit.
Hold on. I was having technical issues. So what did you say, Ayan?
I said, isn't it a thing that Aleister Crowley lived in Louisiana for a bit?
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out. I don't want to be wrong now. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Yeah, you know I don't want to be wrong. Look, I'm trying to do some research. Let me see something.
So Aleister Crowley, let's see something I said. Hold on. We experienced his love affairs and shared Crowley's hard times in New Orleans. Yeah, so he lived in New Orleans for a bit. It says right here,
Where you got yours from that fast? Golly, my stuff is just backed up.
Why is it so hard to find these things?
I know. Mine is just trolling. My laptop. Trolling.
Okay, we experienced his love affairs and shared Crowley's hard times in New Orleans and has returned to help. Yeah, he lived in New Orleans too. You see, this is why I hate when they do this weird thing where they're like, oh, you know, they travel to Africa, they travel to all these different types of places, they travel here, but they never mention until you look it up that a lot of these people came to the Americas to study different types of shit too. Because this is a global phenomenon when it comes down to the ritualistic type shit. And the reason why Aleister Crowley was dumb, but also a master, was because he understood the treasures that were in America. And, you know, he stole a lot of traditions and kind of shifted them and created them his own way. You know, the colonized man.
Yeah,
you know, well, that type of magic, we know that happens. But back to what we were saying and what we were reading. His biography is an interesting read. If you have time, you know, you can go ahead and read about, you know, his magic spells. But he had a different outtake on sexual magic, which I thought was interesting. And when I read up on the sexual rituals that he would specifically do, you know, it's from a stolen nature, but it's also masterful because, you know, he turned something that was meant to be something positive and used to invoke different types of energies and made it into a godlike experience just for individuals, which is kind of beautiful. Okay. All right. So
did you look? You ever heard of the man John Ramirez?
No, tell me about him.
He was he used to be, well, his whole family was devil worshippers, and they like, you know, witches and warlocks and you know, stuff like that. You know, growing up as a kid. So he was saying that he basically was forced into being a devil worshiper. You know, he was forced into doing the rituals and different things like that. He said he brought about you know, sexual rituals, and it was somebody he said people used to come to him and pay him to do, you know, black magic on, you know, different people and you know, in different ways. But yeah, he got a book out called oh Lord, it's been a while. Oh yeah, The Bait of Satan. Yeah, it's called The Bait of Satan by John Ramirez. He's on YouTube as well. He has a lot of long stuff, but he didn't change his life around. So, but he breaks a lot of stuff down. Y'all, he real good too. John Ramirez. Y'all can go get his book. It's called one of the books was The Bait of Satan. That's all I wanted to say.
You know what's so funny? He was black.
Nah, he was some type of. He didn't look like he was. He looked like he was mixed with something. He was white, you know, like a. I don't know what he was, what nationality, but he ain't look, you know, like white. He looked like he was mixed with some stuff.
That's very interesting. I looked up. John is that guy. He's Latino. He's Puerto Rican.
Okay, John Ramirez. Yep, that's his name, John Ramirez.
Yeah, I love that for us. You know, I just had an epiphany, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just be scared to talk in Clubhouse about some of this stuff because I have a different perspective on it. I would just tell you this: like, I don't believe my limit is with kids. I don't fuck with kids at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that people who fuck with kids should die.
Yes.
But
yes. Oh, Jesus.
You know, for
Should
me,
they?
I do use you know, sex rituals on people who I know are successful to draw energy from them. So and it's not, I know that's mean to say, but you know, I do, if I'm a millionaire, you know, you're gonna give me more than some money. Okay. You're gonna give me some of that.
I understand. I understand perfectly well. Yes, I understand.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'm very proud of it. I don't know what part did I cut out on?
Cut out.
He was the top Satanist.
Joe Ramirez.
I said, you know,
he was the top one.
That, you know, I do use sexual ritual practices. I have used them before on people who are more successful than me. So I have a different perspective on things. A lot of people don't. A lot of people believe that those things shouldn't be done or shouldn't, or people shouldn't do them because I don't know. I think, you know, y'all are maybe too Christian and stuff.
Yeah.
But
for the most, I can believe it was a Christian. You know, they. Well, that's a whole other different story. But yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, sex rituals and sex magic is definitely an interest in weed, and it's different from different perspectives. So, when people say things like, "Oh, it came from tantric sex in India or East Asia," just know that, you know, them people was black, and before, to really master sex magic, you would have to really go back and understand what sex rights were and what womb rights are, and what went down back then. There are good and bad, and also free will. The free will part is that this is dangerous to say, so don't try it. But like the person, the most, and don't go out there and just practice sex magic, because I'm not teaching that today, and I'm not, and I will never will.
Yeah.
But you know, be careful. But the most effective ones that I have participated in were somebody who was aware of what was going on. I love those. You know, I usually kind of use it on men who are, you know, very desperate and kind of ugly, and you know, never had sex in a while.
Yeah.
So they need something, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I live for it. I live for the worship of me. Say that again, Ella.
I get it. I'm look. I'm taking notes. I'm just listening. Shucks. I get it.
But there's a darker side to it because you know, when you take somebody into a realm and using sex magic and understanding, you know, you're taken to somebody to another place. Some people get stuck. You know, some people, you know, don't come back out from that. A lot of these people, when they die during sex, there's usually a ritual, not that they were supposed to die, but just because, you know, they got in a place where they couldn't come back, so they ascended somewhere else.
Are you serious, Ayan? That it for real? It's like that for real?
Yes.
Cause let me tell you, I'm just saying, because you know I try to stay away from all that because I'm scared of black magic type stuff. I don't, you know, I just grew up and I usually hear so much. Oh my God, I used to like, oh my goodness gracious. Then it was like it's dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, and it had some people saying that it backfire. And then when you said about the realm, that's why I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that, and I'm like, oh man, because my cousin, she passed away, you know, doing sex, and I was like, what in the world he was doing to her, you know? In my mind, I was thinking, I ain't saying it out loud, but I'm like, what? Yeah, because she wasn't nothing but 43, I think. My cousin 43. Yeah.
And was that in Louisiana?
Yeah, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Yep.
I don't think Kevin Samuels died that way, y'all. I think that his time was up. You know, I think that his contract was up. I don't think that it was during sex. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't believe that that person who was with them was even a girl, to be honest. But
yeah,
that's just my opinion. But it wasn't a sex ritual.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I don't think that that's what that was. I think that I already told you. For those who know me when I was on YouTube, y'all know what contract he signed. Y'all know what he was doing. We all know. This is why, you know, a lot of people who are on that side of things are all failing and dropping now because their contracts are up. That's why Cynthia G is gone. This is why, you know, y'all all thought that they were in benefits of y'all. They were there on a mission, period. You know, and for those who know from the beginning, you know, yeah, I mean, does she have YouTube still?
Can y'all hear me? What's it? Sorry. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. But the contract was to rile y'all up and make y'all fight with each other so that people could make money from it. Yeah. That's what it was. Fresh and Fit 2 gone. All their contracts are finished, y'all.
Oh.
I told y'all, and I told y'all that they all would be gone. Me gone. I left.
Ion.
I feel like that people should not be having those conversations for too long. So I think that there's a place where people need to heal. And when my conversations got redirected, you know, I lost a huge amount of my audience based on the YouTube algorithm because people don't want to speak about those things. But you know, yeah.
Oh, they'll cut you. They will cut. They'll cut you on, you know, on YouTube if you know, like you said, talking about different stuff. They'll cut you. Did you ever met Lil Wayne? Did you ever meet him?
No, but you know, I would love, believe it or not, I would love to meet Lil Wayne and to meet Jay-Z and have a conversation.
Me too. Yeah.
I would love to sit down and have a darker, like, you know, the conversation that I even have with Young Thug behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Was just crazy. It was just crazy.
I like him. I like him.
Huh?
I like Young Thug. I wish they go ahead and let him out. Why you?
No, I love the conversation. I love the conversation that I had with him behind the scenes and the shit that he said. I cannot believe. I will never. There's some things that just need to be behind the scenes.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, there's some people tell y'all stuff. You know, you're supposed to just leave it the way it's at.
True. It's true. Mm-hmm. Hey. Look up, love it up. Oh, I thought you was asleep.
Hold on. And I don't know. For y'all, I know that a lot of people, like people who participate in Freemasonry and all that other stuff, it's just kind of interesting, you know, to see. A lot of women are in that shit too. Like I told y'all about, y'all think that
the wives, right, to the Masons. My brother-in-law is a Mason.
The real Masons are women.
Okay. You can't talk too much. Don't speak on them too much. Don't speak on them too much. They something now. The Masons.
Oh no, I'm highly protected, honey. You know, the Masons have a lot more to worry about than little old me. They have a lot to worry about. I think I have a video on Mason woman. Hold on. I think I have a video.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, y'all didn't see the video? It was y'all. It was a lavender margarita.
Who?
No, I'm sorry, y'all. It was a lavender margarita.
Okay.
I didn't realize I took that photo like that. Hey, what did she say about Lil Wayne and cut off? We said that Lil Wayne, was talking about how Birdman had him raped. You know.
Let me see something.
Yeah, which was very sad.
Going down.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I'm sorry, y'all. I took that. We were having a great conversation, and I didn't know how, if my friend's boyfriend was into, types of things. So, I was trying to take a photo on the low. Even a lot of these people who were in college, who go to these HBCUs, most of the men all go through sex rituals all the time, and I mean that's proven. There was a whole recording, sex rituals, HBCU. Okay.
Oh, we got chips, y'all.
When they was out there doing, crazy things.
She sleep. Look.
Yeah,
Tell her to go get in the bed.
to these boys.
Go tell her to go get in that bed. Tell her to go get in that bed. Since you sleep. You sleep? You tired?
And some of these white
y'all go to bed.
PWIs too, when they go through them hates and rituals.
Y'all go take your tablets down. Y'all go to bed.
Go
ahead.
And,
take your tablets down.
And all this other stuff.
See y'all. I'll see y'all.
Sexual
in the morning.
endorphins coming out so that these men can use that energy to be able to succeed in their career. They don't consider it rape.
That's horrible. And look, I wanted to say, Elvis, right? Nobody, man, this is crazy. You ever notice in his videos, when he was singing to all them, like the little girls?
Mm-hmm.
You notice that kind of seemed like a little pedophile, right?
You know what's interesting about Elvis? I don't know. Elvis is just very interesting.
I think this is pedophile. Me.
I have a lot of things to research. Just today, I just opened up a wormhole. I want to talk about. I hate when this happens because I really just want to talk about Lil Wayne. But now I done research a whole bunch of stuff that just came to my mind via downloads from Spirit, and now I got all this information that I just want to listen to. A lot of them though. Meek Mill too. Meek Mill was sucking on white cocks, honey.
Meek Mill? No.
Resting in his femininity.
Oh,
man. He is sucking on white cocks, honey.
Not Meek Mills.
He was getting them left them right.
That's my. No, not Meek Mills. Man, I like Meek Mills.
Oh, but he sucks dick.
I say.
I mean, you can tell, y'all. This hard gangster. You know how a girl gets fluttery when she got a man that protects her. Yeah. And she gets a little bit giggly and a little bit more. He acts like, and if he was a real gangster, and his booty was tooted up and stuff. Let's go. Billionaires' houses looking for funding for shit. And that's how what happened. He got his booty tooted.
Oh my gosh. This is just something. It's something. Did you see that little clipping? Did anybody see the little clipping with what was with Wendy Williams and what her name, China? I think it's Black China. The clipping. She was over there visiting Wendy Williams, helping her out.
Who, Black China?
And Wendy Williams, she was over there visit. She had came to her house to check on Wendy Williams.
I don't know about Black.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this whole rebranding of Black China, where is it actually going?
I don't. Yeah. She might. Well, she's probably trying to have a show or something like, because it was like some type of, what is it called? I guess a reinvention or something like that.
I don't know. It's very weird. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's very strange, and I don't really give a fuck about it. Y'all, I'm gonna do my research. I have things to do. Sorry, y'all. Go look at the video. I'll send it to y'all in the chat. Birdman and wait for Wayne when he was younger. As for Lil Wayne. Okay, I'm gonna put the link for y'all in the chat so y'all can see it.
Okay.
Because when we try to pretend that people don't know what's going on in this industry, and people know what's happening, and people are just fairly new to all this ritualistic shit, like I call bullshit. I call it bullshit. Okay, so the link for it is in the chat. For those who want to watch the video, I have things to do. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, have a good night. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Kia.
She was supposed to be going to lay down. What's happening?
Hey, your girl said go lay down in the bed.
What's wrong with you, girl? Go lay down. You want to lay right there? In that chair? What's wrong with her?
No, right here.
Right where, baby? Here? Huh? Come on, where you cover it? Where you cover? Get your cover, baby.
Mama, why would you put it on the cover? Stop it. Because you want cold. You just left it on the floor.
I don't know what's going on. Let me stop this. It is over, y'all. Peace, love, and prosperity. Let's go.
I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to sleep with No, you're not going to sleep with me because